Hey guys, Tony here, and today I've been checking out Balatro, which is out now on almost everything, including mobile. However, I checked it out on Steam and it cost £12. So what sort of game is this? Well, it's basically a roguelite deck builder, but with the mathematics and language of poker, like royal flush, pair, two pair, blinds, that sort of thing, and then all the maths that's involved with it. But don't worry, the game covers that aspect. I know out loud it doesn't sound massively fun, but could so many positive reviews and Game of the Year nominations be so wrong? Anyway, let's find out. The gameplay loop is actually very simple. Each game is played in a set of 3 blinds. A blind is basically a game, so you have 3 games in each round, and you have to beat the blind score to progress, and you keep playing until you can't hit the score target. Once you fail, it's game over and you start all over again. The third blind is a boss who normally has some sort of buff, like maybe hearts count for no score, or you might not be able to see some of your cards. You dealt the cards randomly from your deck and off you go to score the points you need. However, if your hand's not great, you can also discard some cards from your hand to try and get better cards, but obviously this can be a risk and sometimes you may throw away a card that you do really need. The final aspect, I guess, is you have a set number of hands to reach the goal. This can be impacted with modifiers, and the quicker you get to the score, the more money you get at the end of the game. Outside of the poker elements, this is where the roguelite aspect comes in. So first up, you have the jokers, which add modifiers to your game in many ways. So like it might be if you play a heart, you'll get some more bonus chips, or maybe you'll add to your multiplier score, and it really adds an element of replayability as the game changes every time you play it, and you really want to maximize your bonuses. Then you have tarot cards, which add buffs to your cards, which could be making them silver and special seals and stuff like that. Then you have planet cards, which increase your bonuses. So say a pair is worth 20 chips, and then you times that by the multiplier, it will now be worth 40 chips and maybe 3 times the multiplier. So you know it can feel a little bit like something like Vampire Survivors sometimes. I play a lot of pairs, so I'll try and snag a lot of upgrades that are going to help me score higher with them pairs. You get all these cards and upgrades via the shop. You can buy both extra playing cards and the various bonus cards. It's available at the end of each blind, however you can earn interest on any unspent money in the bank, so there's that extra level of potential. You may want to try and wait another blind before you spend all your money. You can also pick up fresh jokers. You can also sell cards here, so you can sell your jokers for some money back, or you can buy new ones. You can also get new cards that carry certain bonuses, like a shiny card that may increase your chips. Cards that are left in your hand grant you bonuses, for example. Honestly, there's just so much to upgrade and play with in this game. You'll also, as you play, unlock new decks with various built-in advantages from extra hands or money for the shop. Graphics wise, it's presented in that 16-bit style with a fake CRT interface. I mean, you could be playing this in the early 90s and you wouldn't have known any different. It does make it look on screen a little bit dull, I'm going to have to say, but I think it adds to a certain charm and I think it suits the game's style and feel perfectly. Sound-wise, as you can imagine, there's not a lot here, but the sound effects are decent and ambient music really fits the overall feel of the game. So in conclusion, I think this is one of these rare gems of a game. It may sound a little bit boring, but you don't need previous poker experience, and the game explains its core concepts well, and after a few runs, you'll find yourself playing pretty quick and getting a feel for all the combinations of bonuses you're likely to make the most use of. Every time I play, I get that 1 or 2 rounds further, and it just keeps me wanting more. I want to see how far I can get. I've said this a few times with smaller games. I love a game when it knows what it wants to be and just goes out and does it. It's a fantastic game. It's deep and complex without really showing it. Definitely don't sit this one out like I did. And I can imagine I'll be picking this up on mobile as well so I can play on the go. Anyway guys, I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.